Good morning, October 28th. We're going to be looking at October 28th and October 29th Bellwork. All right, so looking at the scale compare and contrast. Again, I know compare means how are they alike. I know contrast means how are they different. I have two passages, Walking for Days and Just Another Day. But I always start with my questions to focus my my reading on guided by these questions. All right, so question one, which character trait does, I see a typo again, the mother in each passage share? Okay, so that's my character trait. I'm talking about mother. Okay, so I'm comparing the mothers. Number two, how are the passages similar? That means this is my comparison. So I'm going to be looking to see what they have in common. Question three, which passage is an example of historical fiction? Okay, well, I know historical fiction is still a made-up story, but it happens back in time and has some elements in it that really did happen in historical events. All right, then four, which is a statement about which is a true statement about the passages. All right, so focus my learning. How are the mothers similar? What's the character trait? How are the passages similar? Which one is an example of historical fiction? Historical, any like events kind of things, or just back in time. And statement is true. All right, let's get ready. All right, passage one, walking for days. Can we stop and rest a bit, Ma? Elijah begged. We've been walking for hours, and the sun's beaten down on me. Elijah rarely complained, so Ma knew it was time for a rest. She pulled on the horse's reins and pulled the covered wagon to a halt. We had been walking for days along the dusty old trail next to our wagon, which held all of our dearest belongings. Much of the heavier items had been tossed out to lighten the load days ago. Ma passed the canteen around to my brothers, sisters, and I. Even though we were all tired, hungry, and filthy, Ma could always find a way to make us giggle by making silly faces or performing dances. Resting there with my family, I forgot all about my favorite trunk being thrown from the wagon or the strenuous journey ahead. Okay. All right. Just another day. Jenny woke to the smell of freshly baked pancakes and hot maple syrup. Jenny's family tradition had always been to visit IHOP for birthdays, but lately money had been very tight. Jenny knew IHOP was out of the question and didn't expect much. However, after a huge homemade plate of pancakes, Jenny's mom surprised her with the best gift of all. Jenny unwrapped a huge, bulky present. A bucket full of water balloons? Water balloon fight, her mom called out running to the backyard. Oh, that's fun. All right. So, which character trait do the mothers in each passage share? Creativity, negativity, seriousness. Okay. Well, this mom's trying to entertain her kids on this journey, and then this mom's trying to entertain her kid because money is tight. So I think they're not serious because the mom makes them giggle, performing dances, silly faces. Well, that's not serious. This mom gave a huge bucket of water balloons. That's not serious. Neither one are negative, so I think that's creative. One's being creative on the journey, and one's being creative even when money's tight for a birthday. How are the passages similar? How are they like? Both families are depressed by their situations. Both families enjoy spending time outdoors. Both families are experiencing hard times, but find joy anyway. Well, this one doesn't really talk about outdoors, so I'm going to go ahead and eliminate B. All right. Both families are depressed. Well, depressed means when you're bummed out about something. I mean, yeah, this journey's long and hard, but the mom makes it better by making them giggle. Okay? Yeah, money's tight. So I don't think that they stay depressed if they are depressed. Both families are experiencing hard times, hard journey, hard times, money's kind of tight, so I think it's going to be C. So you're going to answer 3 and 4 by comparing and contrasting the text. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the next day. All right, so we focus on our questions. How are the main characters in both texts similar? All right, so I want to look at main characters, and I want to look at similar. How are the characters different? So in this one, I'm going to look at how they're different. I don't know, we're lucky we only have 3. So I think I'm just going to do 1 today. Which is a true statement? All right, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to look for how are they similar, how are they different, and then which one is a true statement about both of them. Okay, so I'll make sure I know it's about both of them. All right, a kitten named Dog. That sounds funny. Dog is a beloved Siamese cat of the Tucker family. She rarely graced company with her presence. Rather, she tucked herself deep into the sofa. The children of the Tucker family were persistent in trying to play ball or cuddle with her, but she was simply uninterested. When others heard the Siamese cat's name was Dog, they expected her to share something in common with canines. However, they were shocked to find she was purely feline. That's another word for cat. Canines is another word for dog. All right, meet my mom, the doctor. My mom is Dr. Grant. When my friends hear this, they always assume that my mother can give them health advice. But my mother is not a medical doctor. She graduated with her doctorate degree in education, which makes her an academic doctor. Although she's not a medical doctor, she does display many traits of a medical doctor. She is patient, kind, and smart. So many people say Dr. Grant is a great name for my mom. All right, so how are the main characters in both texts similar? All right, so I'm going to compare Dog, which is really a cat, to the academic doctor, Dr. Grant. They both dislike their homes. Well, I'm not getting that from either of them. People assume something about the characters because of their names. Well, that's true. They think the cat should have dog-like behaviors. They think this one should be a medical doctor, and she is an academic doctor. What does it mean? Like she will teach at a college, or she will teach in a high school kind of thing. All right, that's a possibility. Both characters are considered kind by others. Well, this one is definitely not considered kind because she's simply uninterested in people. So I'm going to eliminate that one. So my correct answer is going to be B. So you're going to answer 2 and 3 on your own.